Let's dive into the intriguing insights of the 10x Rule. The 10x Rule is a groundbreaking book by the renowned sales trainer, motivational speaker, and real estate mogul, Grant Cardone. This book is an invaluable resource for anyone who wants to change their life, achieve ambitious goals, and experience unprecedented success. Cardone, with his no-nonsense approach, offers a blueprint for both personal and professional success, promising that anyone, regardless of their current circumstances, can achieve extraordinary results. His philosophy is simple yet profound: to get 10 times the results, you need to put in 10 times the effort. In the 10x Rule, Cardone lays out the importance of setting high targets and taking massive action to achieve them. He argues that most people operate at an average level, not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they're not willing to do what it takes to succeed. Cardone challenges this mindset, encouraging readers to break free from the constraints of mediocrity and strive for greatness. The book also delves into the importance of developing a strong mindset, overcoming fear, and cultivating a relentless attitude towards achieving goals. Cardone offers practical tips and strategies to overcome obstacles and maintain momentum even in the face of adversity. The 10x Rule isn't just about professional success. Cardone also applies his principles to personal life, including health, relationships, and personal growth. He maintains that the 10x Rule can lead to a higher quality of life, improved relationships, and personal satisfaction. One of the major strengths of the 10x Rule is Cardone's ability to inspire and motivate. His writing is engaging and filled with real-life examples and case studies, making the book not just informative, but also highly relatable and practical. To highlight the power of the 10x Rule, consider the example of Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO of SpaceX and Tesla. Musk's ambitious goals and relentless work ethic, often working up to 100 hours a week, are a testament to the principles outlined in Cardone's book. His extraordinary success is proof that with the right mindset and massive action, achieving 10x results is not just possible, but inevitable. The 10x Rule by Grant Cardone is more than just a book, it's a roadmap to success. It challenges the status quo, inspires action, and empowers readers to create the life they've always dreamed of. If you're ready to stop settling for average and start achieving extraordinary, this book is a must-read. Our next step is to examine this book in 3 separate portions. Part 1, Developing the 10x Mindset. Part 2, The Power of Massive Action. Part 3, Real-Life Applications of the 10x Rule. Let's now embark on the first part of our journey, which revolves around developing the 10x mindset. Developing the mindset for extraordinary success is the cornerstone of Grant Cardone's The 10x Rule. It's about pushing boundaries, challenging the status quo, and relentlessly pursuing your goals. But what does it mean to have a 10x mindset? This mindset is not about just doubling your efforts but multiplying them tenfold. It's about setting high targets, pushing boundaries, and taking massive action to achieve them. The 10x mindset begins with the belief that extraordinary success is not only possible but also within your reach. It's about refusing to settle for mediocrity and constantly striving for greatness. Cardone argues that most people operate at an average level, not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they're not willing to do what it takes to succeed. They set their sights too low and then wonder why they're not achieving their dreams. So, how does one develop this mindset for extraordinary success? It starts with the audacity to think big. This means setting your sights on goals so lofty they seem almost unattainable. It's about daring to dream big and then backing those dreams up with massive action. This action is not just about working harder but smarter and more strategically. It's about maximizing productivity, optimizing resources, and relentlessly pursuing your goals. Consider the example of Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO of SpaceX and Tesla. Musk's ambitious goals and relentless work ethic are a testament to the 10x mindset. He didn't just dream of building electric cars, he envisioned a world where electric cars are the norm. He didn't just aim to start a space company, he set his sights on colonizing Mars. These are not average goals, and achieving them requires more than average effort. Developing a 10x mindset also involves cultivating an insatiable hunger for success. This hunger is what fuels your drive and keeps you motivated, even in the face of adversity. It's about waking up each day with a burning desire to achieve your goals and going to bed each night knowing you've done everything in your power to make them a reality. But it's not just about having big dreams and working hard. The 10x mindset also involves a commitment to continuous learning and growth. It's about constantly seeking new knowledge, honing your skills, and staying on top of industry trends. It's about being open to feedback, learning from your mistakes, and constantly striving to improve. Moreover, the 10x mindset requires resilience. The path to extraordinary success is often fraught with challenges and setbacks. But instead of letting these obstacles derail your progress, the 10x mindset sees them as opportunities for growth and learning. It's about bouncing back from failures, learning from your mistakes, and using them as stepping stones to success. Developing the mindset for extraordinary success involves much more than just setting high goals and working hard. It requires audacious thinking, an insatiable hunger for success, a commitment to continuous learning and growth, and the resilience to overcome challenges and setbacks. It's about breaking free from the constraints of mediocrity and daring to achieve the extraordinary. But developing a 10x mindset isn't just about dreaming big. It's also about overcoming fear and self-limiting beliefs. These are the invisible chains that hold us back, keeping us stuck in our comfort zones and preventing us from reaching our full potential. How often have you told yourself that you're not good enough, not smart enough, or simply not cut out for success? Fear is a common human emotion, but it can be debilitating when it prevents us from taking risks and pursuing our dreams. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, these can all paralyze us into inaction. Cardone emphasizes that the key to overcoming fear is not to avoid it but to confront it head-on. He encourages readers to face their fears, to embrace them, and to use them as fuel for action. It's about reframing fear, not as a roadblock but as a stepping stone to success. Take the example of Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group. Branson has often spoken about his fear of public speaking. But instead of letting this fear hold him back, he confronted it head-on, even going so far as to take a course on public speaking. Today, Branson is one of the most sought-after speakers in the world, proving that fear is not an insurmountable obstacle but something that can be overcome with determination and courage. But fear is not the only obstacle on the road to success. Self-limiting beliefs, those negative, self-defeating thoughts that we hold about ourselves, can be just as damaging. These beliefs are incredibly damaging, and they often become self-fulfilling prophecies. Cardone encourages readers to challenge these self-limiting beliefs. He argues that we are often our own worst critics, and that these negative beliefs are often not based on reality but on our own insecurities and fears. He encourages readers to replace these negative beliefs with positive, empowering ones. It's about believing in your abilities, your potential, and your worth. The process of overcoming self-limiting beliefs is not easy. It requires self-awareness, introspection, and a willingness to challenge long-held beliefs. Cardone also emphasizes the importance of taking action. Overcoming fear and self-limiting beliefs is not just about changing your mindset, it's also about changing your behavior. It's about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, taking risks, and embracing new challenges. It's about proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you think. The 10x mindset also requires a relentless attitude towards achieving your goals. It's about refusing to give up, no matter how tough the going gets. It's about persistence, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to your dreams. He emphasizes the importance of cultivating a relentless attitude towards achieving goals. According to Cardone, success is not for the faint-hearted or the complacent, it's for the relentless, the determined, and the tenacious. It's for those who are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their goals, no matter the obstacles that stand in their way. They may say they want to succeed, but when faced with challenges or setbacks, they quickly give up. They lack the relentless attitude that is necessary for extraordinary success. They're not willing to put in the hard work, to make the sacrifices, or to persist in the face of adversity. So how does one cultivate this relentless attitude? According to Cardone, it starts with a deep, burning desire for success. You have to want it so badly that you're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve it. This desire is what fuels your determination and keeps you motivated, even when the going gets tough. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Jobs was renowned for his relentless pursuit of perfection. He was known to work long hours, to demand the best from his team, and to never settle for anything less than excellence. His relentless attitude was a key factor in Apple's extraordinary success. But a relentless attitude is not just about working hard, it's also about working smart. It's about setting clear, specific goals and then developing a strategic plan to achieve them. It's about focusing on your most important tasks and eliminating distractions. It's about constantly seeking new ways to improve and optimize your performance. Cardone also emphasizes the importance of persistence. Achieving extraordinary success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It requires patience, resilience, and the ability to keep going, even when you're faced with setbacks or challenges. It's about refusing to give up, no matter how tough things get. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. Edison famously failed thousands of times before he finally succeeded. But instead of giving up, he persisted. He viewed each failure not as a setback but as a learning opportunity. His relentless attitude and unwavering persistence ultimately led to one of the most significant inventions in history. Moreover, cultivating a relentless attitude involves embracing discomfort. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone and taking on new challenges. It's about pushing your boundaries and constantly striving to improve. It's about refusing to settle for mediocrity and always aiming for greatness. So, are you ready to develop a 10x mindset? Are you prepared to think bigger, challenge your fears, and commit to your goals with unwavering determination? The journey won't be easy, but as Cardone reminds us, the rewards of the 10x mindset are extraordinary. It's not just about achieving success, it's about creating a life that's truly extraordinary. And isn't that worth fighting for? Massive action. In Grant Cardone's groundbreaking book, The 10x Rule, he discusses the power of taking massive action and how it can lead to extraordinary results. But what does it mean to take massive action? Let's delve into the first part of our discussion, why taking massive action is the key to extraordinary results. Massive action, as Cardone describes it, is not merely about doing something. It's about doing 10 times more than you initially planned or what most people would do. It's about pushing boundaries, challenging norms, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. It's about going all in and leaving no stone unturned in the pursuit of your goals. And why is it so crucial for achieving success? The answer lies in the principles of momentum and differentiation. Firstly, taking massive action creates momentum. When you start to take action, you set things in motion. The more action you take, the more momentum you build. And once you have momentum on your side, it becomes easier to overcome obstacles, to push through challenges, and to keep moving forward towards your goals. Consider the example of a snowball rolling down a hill. As it rolls, it picks up more snow, grows larger, and moves faster. This is the power of momentum. And just like the snowball, the more action you take, the more momentum you build, and the faster you move towards your goals. Secondly, taking massive action sets you apart from the competition. Most people operate at average levels of action. They do what's expected of them, but they don't go beyond that. They work hard, but they don't push themselves to their limits. By taking massive action, you differentiate yourself from the crowd. You demonstrate a level of commitment, resilience, and determination that most people simply don't have. Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and Tesla. Musk didn't just aim to start a successful business, he aimed to revolutionize industries. He didn't just work hard, he worked relentlessly, often clocking in 100-hour weeks. His level of action was not just massive, it was extraordinary. And the results, a multi-billion-dollar empire and a reputation as one of the most innovative entrepreneurs of our time, speak for themselves. However, taking massive action is not a guarantee for success. You will face obstacles. You will experience failures. But according to Cardone, this is where the real power of massive action comes into play. When you're committed to taking massive action, you don't let failures stop you. You see them as temporary setbacks, not insurmountable obstacles. You learn from them, adjust your approach, and then get back to taking massive action. Cardone argues that success is not a straight line. It's a winding road filled with obstacles, setbacks, and failures. But the key to navigating this road is persistence and resilience. But why are these traits so vital, and how do they contribute to achieving success? Persistence, as Cardone describes it, is the ability to continue striving for your goals despite challenges, setbacks, or discouragements. It's about relentlessly pursuing your dreams, refusing to give up or back down, no matter how daunting the obstacles may be. It's about pushing forward, even when progress seems slow or non-existent. Resilience, on the other hand, is the capacity to bounce back from failures, disappointments, or adversities. It's about picking yourself up after a fall, learning from your mistakes, and moving forward with renewed determination. It's about viewing failures not as the end of the road but as stepping stones on the path to success. But why are persistence and resilience so crucial for success? According to Cardone, the journey to success is rarely smooth or straightforward. It's often a winding road, filled with obstacles, setbacks, and failures. Without persistence and resilience, it's easy to get discouraged, lose motivation, and ultimately give up on your goals. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, the inventor of the electric light bulb. Edison famously made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts before he finally succeeded. Had he lacked persistence, he would have given up long before he reached his goal. Had he lacked resilience, he would have been crushed by his repeated failures. But because he was both persistent and resilient, he was able to turn his dream into a reality. Another example is J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before her success, Rowling faced numerous rejections from publishers. But she didn't give up. She persisted, and her resilience paid off when her series became one of the best-selling in history. But how does one cultivate persistence and resilience? According to Cardone, it starts with a strong desire for success. You have to want it so badly that you're willing to endure the hardships and setbacks that come your way. You have to be willing to keep going, even when the odds are stacked against you. Next, you need a clear vision of your goal. What do you want to achieve? Why do you want to achieve it? Having a clear vision gives you a purpose, a reason to persist, and a source of motivation when times get tough. Lastly, you need to embrace failure. Instead of viewing failure as a negative, view it as a learning opportunity. Each failure brings you one step closer to success, as it teaches you what doesn't work and brings you closer to discovering what does. So, we've discussed the importance of taking massive action and the role of persistence and resilience in achieving success. But how do you consistently take massive action? This brings us to the final part of this chapter: how to consistently take massive action. Firstly, taking massive action requires a clear and compelling vision. You need to know what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it. This vision serves as your guiding light, your North Star, helping you to stay focused and motivated even in the face of challenges and setbacks. Secondly, taking massive action requires a strong commitment. You need to be fully committed to your vision and willing to do whatever it takes to make it a reality. This means pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, challenging your limits, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. An example of this is Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Williams didn't just aim to be a good tennis player, she aimed to be the best. She didn't just practice, she trained relentlessly, often pushing herself to the point of exhaustion. Her commitment to her vision was unwavering, and it fueled her drive to take massive action. Thirdly, taking massive action requires consistency. It's not enough to take massive action once or twice, you need to do it consistently. This means setting daily, weekly, and monthly goals, and then taking consistent action to achieve them. It means developing habits and routines that support your vision and reinforce your commitment to taking massive action. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Bezos didn't build Amazon into a multi-billion-dollar company overnight. He did it through consistent, daily action. He set clear goals, developed effective strategies, and then took consistent action to execute those strategies. Lastly, taking massive action requires resilience. You will face obstacles. You will experience failures. But if you're resilient, you can bounce back from these setbacks and keep moving forward. Consider the story of Walt Disney. Disney faced numerous setbacks in his career, including bankruptcy and the loss of his first successful character to a rival company. But he didn't let these setbacks stop him. He bounced back, took massive action, and ultimately built one of the most successful entertainment companies in the world. In conclusion, taking massive action is not a one-time event, it's a way of life. It requires a clear vision, a strong commitment, consistency, and resilience. But if you can master these qualities, you can achieve extraordinary results. We will now proceed to the third section, where we'll discuss real-life applications of the 10x rule. Grant Cardone proposes a powerful principle that can transform every aspect of our lives. But how does this rule apply to real-world scenarios? How can it help us overcome challenges, enhance our personal lives, and accelerate our professional growth? Let's delve into these questions. Life is fraught with challenges. From personal setbacks to professional hurdles, we all face obstacles that can throw us off our path and dampen our spirits. However, the 10x rule offers a compelling strategy to overcome these challenges. By setting goals that are 10 times bigger and taking actions that are 10 times more significant, we can surmount any hurdle and turn adversity into opportunity. Let's consider the example of an individual facing financial difficulties. The typical approach might be to cut back on expenses, seek a modest increase in income, or slowly chip away at debts. But applying the 10x rule would involve a markedly different strategy. Instead of merely trying to get by, this individual would set a goal to not just survive, but thrive financially. This might mean aiming to increase their income tenfold or eliminate their debt 10 times faster. The key is to think bigger, act more decisively, and refuse to let challenges dictate their circumstances. However, it's important to note that the 10x rule is not about guaranteeing success. In fact, by setting such lofty goals, failure becomes a very real possibility. But as Cardone explains, the 10x rule is about increasing your chances of success. And even if you fall short, you'll still be far ahead of where you would have been with lesser goals and efforts. Imagine a runner training for a marathon. If their goal is simply to finish the race, they might train just enough to cross the finish line. But if their goal is to finish in the top 10, they'll train far harder and more consistently. Even if they don't make the top 10, their performance will likely be significantly better than if they had merely aimed to finish. But what happens when the challenge seems insurmountable? What if the odds are stacked against you? This is where the second part of the 10x rule, taking 10 times the action, comes into play. It's about refusing to back down in the face of adversity, persisting despite setbacks, and relentlessly pursuing your goals. It's about pushing forward, even when progress seems slow or non-existent. Now that we've explored how the 10x rule can help us overcome challenges, let's see how it can enhance our personal lives. It can be a game changer in personal life, particularly in the areas of health, relationships, and personal growth. Firstly, let's examine how the 10x rule can be applied to health. Most people set modest health goals, such as losing a few pounds, exercising a couple of times a week, or eating slightly healthier meals. However, applying the 10x rule requires a radically different approach. Instead of aiming to lose 10 pounds, for example, you would aim to lose more pounds. The 10x rule is about pushing your boundaries and striving for extraordinary results. Even if you don't reach these lofty goals, the massive action you take will still result in significant health improvements. By setting a goal that was 10 times bigger and taking action that was 10 times greater, he achieved results far beyond what he would have with a more modest goal. Next, let's consider how the 10x rule can transform relationships. Many people aim to have good relationships. They try to avoid conflict, communicate effectively, and show love and appreciation. But the 10x rule encourages us to aim for extraordinary relationships. This might involve investing 10 times more effort into understanding your partner, communicating with them, and showing them love and appreciation. Instead of spending 1 hour a week on quality time with your partner, you could aim to spend 10 hours. Instead of expressing your love and appreciation once a day, you could aim to do it 10 times a day. Again, these goals may seem extreme, but they can lead to a dramatic improvement in the quality of your relationships. Lastly, let's explore how the 10x rule can accelerate personal growth. Many of us have a desire to grow and improve, but we often set modest goals and take limited action. The 10x rule, however, encourages us to aim for exponential growth. Instead of reading 1 book a month, you aim to read 10. Instead of learning 1 new skill a year, you aim to learn 10. By setting lofty goals and taking massive action, you can accelerate your personal growth and become the best version of yourself. There is a story of a woman who wanted to learn a new language. Instead of setting a goal to be conversationally fluent in a year, she applied the 10x rule and aimed to be fluently bilingual in a year. She committed to studying 10 times more than she had initially planned. Although she didn't become fluently bilingual in a year, she did achieve conversational fluency in 2 languages, far exceeding her original goal. Let's now turn our attention to its professional applications. In the professional realm, the 10x rule can be a game changer. Whether you're an employee seeking career growth, an entrepreneur aiming for business expansion, or an individual striving for financial success, this rule can propel you towards your goals. For career growth, the 10x rule might involve aiming for a position that's 10 times higher than your current one, or increasing your skills and productivity tenfold. This kind of thinking and action can make you stand out, earn recognition, and fast-track your career advancement. For business expansion, the 10x rule can transform your vision and strategy. Instead of aiming to increase your customer base by 10%, aim for a 100% increase. Instead of aiming to launch in 1 new market, aim for 10. By setting audacious goals and backing them up with massive action, you can drive exponential business growth. In terms of financial success, the 10x rule encourages us to aim for wealth, not just financial stability. This might involve aiming to increase your income or net worth tenfold, or investing 10 times more effort into financial planning and wealth creation. In conclusion, the 10x rule is not just a principle, it's a mindset, a way of life. It encourages us to dream bigger, act bolder, and persist longer. And while it's not a magic bullet for success, it's a powerful tool that can help us overcome challenges, enhance our personal lives, and accelerate our professional growth. We've come to the end of today's reading session. Now, let's quickly revisit the main themes of this book. Grant Cardone's The 10x Rule is a revolutionary and transformative guide that challenges the conventional approach to goal setting and action planning. Cardone's principle of setting goals that are 10 times bigger and taking actions that are 10 times more significant than initially planned is not just a strategy for business success, but a life philosophy that can be applied to every facet of personal and professional life. The 10x Rule is a call to action. It encourages us to dream bigger, act bolder, and persist longer. It is a mindset that rejects mediocrity and complacency, urging us to step out of our comfort zones and strive for extraordinary results. This rule is not about guaranteeing success, but about increasing our chances of success. Even if we fall short of our lofty goals, the massive action we take will still propel us far ahead of where we would have been with lesser goals and efforts. Cardone's book is a wake-up call to those who are content with merely getting by. It challenges us to rethink our approach to life's challenges and opportunities. The 10x rule encourages us not to merely survive, but to thrive. It pushes us to seize control of our circumstances, rather than letting our circumstances control us. Through vivid examples and compelling arguments, Cardone illustrates how the 10x rule can transform our lives.